Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Life Upside Down. So, in today's episode, I want to talk about something very, very powerful and something that if we learn to have control over it, we can actually decide what kind of life do we want to live. And today's episode is going to be about our thoughts and our subconscious mind. So, in past 1 year, I have read a couple of books and more on how our thoughts defines the life that we're truly living, and our subconscious mind is the one responsible for so many things that are happening around us and that are happening with us. So, if we learn to have control over it, if we start understanding what subconscious mind and what our thoughts are trying to say to us, and if we learn to manage them in the right way, we can actually live a much more peaceful and successful life. And I want to talk about a few things that I learned from these books and that I have realized in past 1 year. So let's begin by understanding what is our own power. And when I talk about subconscious mind, it basically means the thoughts that are going in the back of your mind. So these thoughts can be involuntary in most cases, and they are, and these are the thoughts that keep coming in your head without you trying to think about them. So what happens is that we all believe, and we all most of the times think that this is not something that is in our hands. So a lot of times if we are nervous or if we are going through something in our life, we tend to think some negative thoughts, and we're not trying to do it purposely, but we end up doing it. So what happens is that we end up having a lot of negative thoughts in our head, and a lot of time that leads to the failure of whatever we're trying to do. So what we can do is to understand that it's in our own hands. We can understand that it's your own power. You are the one, and you are the master of your own thoughts. And once you understand and once you start learning that you are the one who is having all those thoughts, and you can say no to those thoughts if you don't like them, that's when your real power begins. And what really happens is that if we really want something, and I'm a true believer for that, you have to think about it. You have to start believing that you can achieve it, you can do it. If you always think about it in a negative way, if you always think about life in a way that you can't get it, for example, if you want to win a certain award, or if you want to get that perfect job, if you keep thinking that you can never do it, it's out of your reach, it's not in your hands, and maybe you're not qualified enough for it, if you keep thinking all the negative possibilities, you're probably not going to achieve it. So the first step to have a successful and have a happy life is to believe that you can. If you don't believe, then you're probably not going to get it, because you're not even taking the first step. And the basic and the foremost important step is to understand that the power is in your own hands, and you have to believe in yourself. And like, this rule is not just for subconscious mind, but for a lot of other things in your life. So for example, if you don't love yourself, or if you don't respect yourself, nobody else will. Because if you're not loving yourself, then why would anybody else love you? If you can't love yourself, nobody else will look at you the way they should, because they don't have the guidance to. If you don't respect yourself, most of the people will not. So the first step is to do it with yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't think that you can do it, you will not do it. It's basically as simple as imagining yourself in the winning position. Only then you can actually win. If you think that you're never going to do it, you probably won't do it. So the first and the most important thing is to understand that it's your power, it's your own power. And And you have to understand that it all begins with you. Whatever seed you're putting in your head grows into a plant. So if you put a negative seed into your head, it will grow up into more negative thoughts, and it's a spiral. You will keep getting into the vicious circle, or you will keep revolving or keep spiraling into all those negative situations or thoughts, because you are the one planting that seed. If you realize that it is the seed that you have to change, if you realize that you are the one planting that seed, and you can decide not to plant the negative one but to plant the positive one, you can change the entire effect of it. And that is also very similar to the butterfly effect. If you change one situation, it will change all the situations in the future. And you probably would have heard of it or seen it in movies also, that they try and show you the butterfly effect through that you change one situation or one thing in the past, and then they show you the future, that how it changed the entire future. So that's what it is. If you don't plant that negative seed in your head, you are going to change the whole situation. And you have to realize that you are the one planting seeds in your head. You don't have to give that power to anybody else. You can go to other people for advices, you can take people's advices, and you can talk to your friends, family, your counselors, and so many other people who are always there to give you advices, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you also have to realize, and you also have to believe that you are the one who's ultimately putting the thoughts, and you are the one who's putting the seed. If you don't believe in that, if you don't take charge of your life, you can't succeed. You have to start believing in yourself, and you have to start taking responsibility for your own thoughts. And like I said, if you don't believe in yourself, you can never do it. You probably won't do it if you don't think that you can do it. So with that, I want to move on to the next thing that is very, very important, and that is the next step in understanding what you can do after you start accepting and resonating with the fact that you are the one putting your thoughts into your head. Once you have worked on the first point, which was that you have the power, once you understand that you have the power, now you have to move on to the second point, which is learning how to control that power. So it's as simple as, if you own a car, it's of no use until you know how to drive, or you have a driver, right? But the point is that there's no use of having a certain thing in your life if you don't know how to use it. If you don't know how to use a mobile phone, there's no point having it, because you can't access it, you can't use it, you can't do anything with it. So what's the point of having it? So now that you know that you have so much power within yourself, you have to learn how to control it. So that's when a lot of things come into play. And the first thing is that choose your thoughts wisely. Be selective about the things that you're thinking. And now I know that the one question that comes into the head, and which I also was and still face a lot of time, is that how do I control my own thoughts? A lot of times thoughts come into my mind and I can't seem to control it, because they are mostly involuntary, and I can't really choose not to think about certain things. And it's a long process. It takes a lot of practice, and it takes a lot of time to master this technique. You can't learn it overnight. You can't be like that, from tomorrow I'm not going to think anything negative and it's all going to be good vibes and it's all going to be positive. It doesn't happen that way. And you will have to invest in time for this. You will have to wait for months, maybe years, and that's how you grow, that's how you evolve. You can't change overnight, you can't change your entire process of thinking overnight. But what you should do is to start pinpointing and start choosing your thoughts very, very carefully and wisely. And you should always try and look at the brighter sides. Don't just focus on the negative thing. And this is very difficult to do, because most of the times when we're stuck in a situation, when we're going through something big in our lives and something that is impacting our life in a bit of a negative way, we tend to take it very negatively, and we tend to go into a spiral of negative thoughts. And that's when you have to take a pause and realize that you don't have to think about all of those things. And you also should not just look at one side of the picture but also the other side of the story. So look at the brighter side also. If things are not going right according to you, look at the bigger picture. A lot of times, if you look at things very closely, you cannot look at the entire picture and you might be missing out on a lot of other things. And that's why a lot of people even say that most of the things happen for a reason. So once you start looking at the bigger picture here, a lot of times you will understand that whatever is happening in your life isn't totally bad, isn't all wrong. A lot of times we miss out on the tiny details or the bigger picture, and we don't realize that whatever is happening in our life is somewhere leading to something positive. Because most of the situations, and I tend to believe that maybe all the situations that are happening in our life is for a positive change. Nothing is happening for a completely negative thing, and everything is adding on to your life, is adding on to your personality, and is making you who you are. So every situation you're in is a learning experience, and it can give you lessons. It can be a failing lesson, it can be a positive thing like you succeeded and now you're successful. But most importantly, everything is adding on to your growth, and everything is helping you evolve and become the person that you are. So instead of just thinking about that how the bad situation is all negative, try and take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Try and look at the brighter side of it, and maybe make a list or maybe write it down, maybe make a pros and con list, and look at what is the good thing in this. And there probably will always be at least one good thing in every situation. So try and focus on that, and that will help you change your negative thoughts into the positive ones. And that's what you have to do: invest in positive thoughts and invest in thinking good things about yourself, and invest in thinking good things about the life that you want. Manifest in the life that you want to have in future, and think about everything that you want. Think about it very visually, think about it in a very detailed version, and imagine how your life can be successful according to you, and what do you really want from your own life. And start thinking about it, start doing things which resonate with that lifestyle. So don't be all negative, and don't sulk into thinking that, this is not happening and I can't do this, this will never happen, I can never do it, and all of those things. Those are not the things that you have to invest your mind into. Invest into thinking that how can you do it. Think about the ideas, believe that you can do it, and that's when you can actually start doing it. More than the idea, you need to actually start believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, the idea will never probably come to you. And even if the idea comes, you will always find a way to not do it, because you will always find a way and have an excuse and say that I can't do it, it's not my cup of tea, I won't be able to pull it off. And you'll always have excuses if you don't believe in yourself. So believe in yourself and work on the control, work on controlling your own thoughts. If you start going into the negative spiral, be aware of the fact that this is happening. And once you understand that this is happening with you, take charge, take control over your life, and say to those thoughts that no, I don't want it, and I'm not going to think about negative things, and think about the brighter side, think about the positive aspects of that situation. Manifest in the life that you want to have. So if you want to do something particular in your life, imagine how you will be able to do that. Imagine the feeling that you will get once you achieve that thing. And then once you're in the bubble of that feeling that you have already achieved it, then start thinking about the ways that how can you achieve it. Also, I want to add on to this by saying that manifestation doesn't mean that you don't work. And there's a difference between thinking about things and just thinking about things. So what I'm trying to say here is that invest into positive thoughts. But I'm not saying that don't work for it. If you want something in your life and you really, really want it, obviously think about it, but you also have to work hard for it. And that's something which is obviously given and you can't get rid of it. If you don't work for it, it will never come to you. So I'm not somebody who's telling you that if you keep sitting idle and imagine things to happen, they will happen. I don't believe in that, and I'm not here to encourage that. But I'm trying to tell you that if you are working hard, not thinking positive things only reduces the chances of you succeeding at whatever you want. If you think positive and if you believe in yourself, it will add on to your success. It will add on to the chances of you succeeding in whatever you want. So, manifest in the life, and manifestation can be done in a lot of several ways. And I can have an entire different episode on what manifestation is and how to manifest and all of those things in much, much more detail. But if you want to understand manifestation, for me, it means thinking about the life that I want. So, for example, I want to do something, or maybe I want to go somewhere. What manifestation means is that you imagine yourself already being there. So if I want to go to maybe a particular destination, I imagine myself already being there. I imagine myself there. I imagine the feeling that I'm going to get when I reach there. And the more detailed your visualization is, the better your manifestation is. And one key to manifestation is thinking about the life that you want before sleeping. So it's something that I've read in a lot of places, and it's something that I feel and I believe that really works, that right before you're about to slip into your sleep, think about all the things that you want, all the things that you really, really want in your life, and imagine what your life will be once you have them. Imagine all the situations and imagine all the happiness, imagine the feeling that you're going to get, imagine all of those things right before you're going to sleep. So that way is, even when you're sleeping, your mind kind of continuously produces all those positive thoughts, and your mind continuously invests into those positive thoughts and generates the positive energy that you need to achieve that certain goal. Okay, let's take an example. Take your mind as a magnet. Imagine yourself or your mind to be a magnet, and everything is attracted towards you. So, whatever you're putting there, if you're putting a good thought in your head, if you're putting a positive thought in your head, all the positive thoughts or all the positive things will be attracted towards you. And vice versa, if you put a bad thought or if you put a negative thought, all the related things will be attracted to you. So all you have to do is to put the right thing there. If you succeed and if you understand that you are the one in charge, and if you understand that you can put the thought in your head, you control it, and if you start controlling it wisely, that's when you'll be able to achieve all of those things that you really want. And the last thing is that have faith. So I know for a fact that a lot of people don't believe in subconscious mind, a lot of people don't believe in manifesting, and a lot of people don't believe in all of the things that I just said. But that's what the difference is. If you don't believe, it's not going to happen to you. You have to have faith in yourself and the process. You have to believe in yourself. And this is not something which is rocket science. And I'm not even talking about the law of attraction here, really, because I feel law of attraction only talks about you thinking and achieving it. I'm also talking about that how you can control your thoughts so that you start working for it. Because if you only think about the negative things, you're never going to work for it. If you want to have something in your life and if you're thinking negatively, you're just going to keep sitting there and imagining that maybe if I would have worked, this would have happened, this and that, and all the lame reasons that you can have, and never going to work. So for me, that's what is the most important thing, that change your thoughts, have the power to control your thoughts, have faith in yourself, believe in yourself. So that's what the last thing is, that ultimately it's all about what you believe in. If you don't believe in manifesting, if you don't believe in your thoughts, if you don't believe in the power of your subconscious mind, it's never going to happen because you don't have faith in it. And only if you believe in yourself, only if you believe in the power of manifestation, only if you believe in the power of your own mind, that's when you can achieve all the things that you want. That's when you can get all the success, all the money, all the friends or love or whatever you want, whatever it is that you desire, you can only achieve it by faith. So recently I've read this book which was The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, and in that book it clearly elaborates on a lot of points that you can manifest in and you can control in your head, and the things that make you achieve other goals of your life. And it's a very good book, and I would suggest it to all the people who are actually enjoying this podcast, or if you're actually intrigued by the psyche of your mind, or if you're intrigued by the entire process of manifestation, you should definitely read that book, because it's an amazing book and it's something that will actually change your life. And I know that not everybody really believes in the power of your thoughts, but that's where the fault is. If you don't believe in yourself, and I know and I understand and I respect if you don't believe in manifestation and if that's not your jam, because everyone can have their own perspectives and everyone can have their own processes to do something in their lives. But it is very important to also understand that this is one way that really works, and it's okay if you have a different process for it, but the basic thing will always remain the same. The basic thing is that you have to believe in yourself, that you have to believe in your thoughts, that you have to believe that you can do it, and only then you will be able to achieve all the things that you want in your life. And I also want to talk about that when I say positive thoughts and when I say positive things, I'm not talking about toxic positivity. I'm not talking about delusion. There's a difference between positivity and delusions. You have to be aware of the current situation. You have to be aware of whatever is happening around you. I don't believe in the law of attraction working if you're not working yourself. So you have to also work for it. You have to also get up every day in the morning and work really, really hard for whatever you want in your life. Because if you're not doing any of it, it's never going to happen. Your thoughts cannot make it happen if you're not moving, if you're not doing. I'm not a believer of delusions. I don't believe in things happening on their own. I don't believe that you can only think about good things and then good things will start to happen automatically and you don't have to do anything about it. But the first step is thinking about it, because once you start thinking about it, it's easier for you to work on it, right? So if you want to do a particular task and you think about it, then somewhere down the line you will also start doing things about it. Like if you want to maybe start a business, or if you want to have a startup of your own or do something, and you don't really have the idea, like the big idea, but you really, really believe that you can do it, and if you actually start thinking positively about it, if you start approaching the things positively, the idea will actually be approachable to you. So like in the episode of creativity, I mentioned that the idea is something that comes to you, and the idea will only come to you if you're in that approachable state of mind. If you're not in that zone, if you're all blocked and if you're all covered up with walls all around, the idea will not be able to come to you. So you have to open up your mind, you have to start thinking the good things, and you have to start thinking the positive things. Only then the idea will be able to come to you, to reach you. So that's where your subconscious mind or your thoughts can help you. If you start believing in your mind, and your mind is very, very powerful. Your mind is probably the most powerful thing in your entire body, and it's the thing that can actually do wonders for you. So if you start believing in your mind and start doing things in a different and in a positive way, it will actually impact your life. It will actually help you grow and will actually help you succeed in whatever you want. So understand that your mind truly has the power. So I'll give you a basic example. If you're thinking about maybe a black car, if you continuously keep thinking about it, it's easier to spot one. And that's because you're thinking about it. So basically, this is something that you can even try at home, or you can try in your everyday life. Take something in your head, imagine something. It could be a thing, it could be a car, it could be anything that you want. Like any basic thing and visualize it in very detailed form, as if you've actually had it before, or as if you have seen it, or imagine every tiny bit of detail and keep imagining it, like keep thinking about it, and there's a good chance that you will be able to spot it. And I'm not saying imagine things that do not exist. I'm just saying that you can maybe take a basic test, like imagine a red colored car, and maybe you will spot one while you're driving to work, or basic things like that. And the thing is, once you start opening up your mind to bigger possibilities, a lot of things start happening to you. And until you do it, you will never be able to really understand or believe in whatever I'm saying. Because even I never used to believe in all of these things, and even I never used to believe that my thoughts could actually do something. But I know now that I actually have a lot of power, and especially in my life, I have all the control of my life, and nobody else is controlling my life. And now that I know that, I can change a lot of things. I can imagine what kind of a life I want, and I can actually start investing in it. So that's what manifestation is. It's nothing superficial. It's not just imaginary good things. It's actually something which can resonate with you and which can help you achieve a lot of things in your life. And yeah, this is something that you all can try and then decide for yourself. And it's obviously not going to work overnight. As I said before, it's not something that is going to happen in a day. It's something that you actually have to truly believe in. It's something that is a way of your life. Positive thoughts is not something that will come to you in a day, because if they're coming to you in a day, and if you have entirely changed your process of the mind in a day, it's probably not to the core. It's probably very superficial. To actually start investing into all the positive thoughts, you have to give it a bit of time. You can't expect it to change overnight. So invest in it a bit. Don't think about it that I've tried to think about positive things for 1 week and nothing happened with me, because maybe it won't happen to you in a week. Maybe it won't happen to you that fast, and maybe it will. So that's up to you, and that's up to your mind to decide that how long is your process going to take, because for everyone it's different. Somebody can take maybe 5 days, somebody takes 5 months. So it's something which is very subjective, and it's also dependent on the belief that you have. It's also dependent on how much do you truly believe and how much you're truly investing in it. If you're just doing it for the sake of it, if you're just doing it for superficial thoughts, then it's probably not going to happen, because if you don't genuinely believe in yourself, then there's no success. So yeah, if you want to try it, you can all give it a try. And this is something which a lot of books are on, a lot of YouTube videos are on. You can Google it, you can read about this, you can read about the power of your subconscious mind, and this is the same name of the book also. In my recommendation, you can read The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. That is an amazing book for this thing. But you can also read a lot of articles and watch a lot of YouTube videos which are on this topic, and you can know more about this. But the basic thing is that you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that you are the one who's in charge of your mind, who's in charge of your own thoughts. And if you believe in yourself, if you believe in your thoughts, and if you start investing in good positive thoughts, then there will be a positive impact in your life. There will be a positive change in your life. So yeah, that's it for today's episode, and that's all I want to say for now. And I hope that you all can take out some time, and I hope that you can change a bit of your perspective and think about situations in a positive way and approach life in a much positive and happier manner. And if it helped you in any way, I'm really glad to be the one helping you. And that's all for today's episode, and I hope that you will read more about it, and I hope that you will give it a shot and try and investing into good thoughts and good life. And if you're able to actually achieve things through it, trust me, there's nothing better than actually having a good positive mind. So on that note, I want to end this episode, and thank you so much for joining in and listening to the podcast. And if you haven't subscribed or followed my channel yet, please do so, because it really helps a lot. And if you have any feedback, I would really love to read all of that. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.